Hey everyone, so I built this cool tool that can help you string data according to whatever your needs are. Um, so it's a pretty common task to have to string data for whatever reason, and often there's a certain character you need, max characters for each line, and other needs there as well. So this is designed to cater to that need. And the cool part is how customizable it is. So you can string with whatever variable you need, whether it's a squiggle, comma, double squiggle with a space, and then the max number of characters for each row that you want, right? So this could be 5, 10,000, what have you. And then another interesting wrinkle is if you need that string variable on the last piece of data for each line, so you can customize it based on that. So yeah, if you want to, let me just get rid of this real quick. If you want to check out the VBA for it real quick. So here's what the code is doing. It's going to the options worksheet, which is this. It's defining the length based on this. It's defining the string variable based on this. Then we're going back to the string worksheet. We're sorting the data, which is my easy, lazy way of getting rid of blanks. So if you sort A to Z or Z to A, the blanks go to the bottom. And if you're stringing, then they won't mess up your string, because the way my string works is it would end. If there was a blank here, the string would know that it would think it's over and it would end. So then we're setting our variables to start, and this little line here is looking if so we're on this sheet, but then it's not changing sheets, it's just looking back to this sheet, and this is how it's deciding whether or not you want to string the last item. Duh, or heck no, are you crazy? It's going to look at this. So it's saying if this range is equal to this range over here that I just kind of hid, you're going to skip down to a different part of the code. And if it's this duh, then it's going to stay on track. So basically, this is the general MO that I use quite a bit. We're doing what you see. AL is, so that's A2 here. So while this is not empty, we're running the code. And while A1 is less than length, which is that variable that we created, we're proceeding. If A1 and A2 together are greater than the length, then we're going to skip down and just add the character to this cell and keep moving. Then we're looping that, going back. If it's less than the length and if A2 is blank, then we're going to the skip, which is, once again, you're just adding the variable to the character, and then you're removing blanks. If it's not equal to nothing, then you are adding the string, and then you are adding the next. This is your string. You're adding the string variable, and then you're adding the next row. You're adding them together, and then you're clearing contents. because once you have strung it, you don't need it anymore, and you need that blank area for the next. So once this, once this goes away, if we string it with this A1, then this number is going to have to go to A2 to begin stringing once again. So based on the option that we have here, basically what it does is if you don't want the last item strung, it's skipping to this part of the code, which is completely the same except where this one says and char, it does not have that part, so it's not adding that string variable when it meets the character max or when it's the end. When it's the end of the code completely, it's not adding that variable. And then we're just removing any blanks and deleting that row so that it's all truncated together. All right, so let's go ahead and try it out. Yeah, so if we want to, we do want the last item strung. Let's say we want the variable to be a semicolon. All right. Boom. Last item strung. It says the max character is 5. So really, I mean, it's not going to break this up. It's just going to stop it right there. So that's something to keep in mind. But, the code does stop and it just adds the stringing variable as you wanted. If we want to, kind of do a little more, probably something a little more realistic, which would say, hey, let's say it's 40 or so, and we're stringing with, squiggly line, and we do not want the last item strung. Let's check that out. Boom. So yeah. See, we got it strung with that. Last item is not getting the variable, and we are good to go. So yeah, let me know what you think. If you found that helpful or interesting, I will, like I did prior, paste the code into the YouTube video for anyone who may need it. But I hope this was informative. Thank you.